We are back. Hey y'all, hey, how's it going? Thank y'all for waiting. We are back, we are back, we are back, we are back. Yay. Thank y'all for being here. Thumbs up the video. Feel free to check out my website, realityimbalance.com, if you want an oracle reading or voodoo tarot reading, or if you want to know more a little bit about holistic health and everything that is about. Um, which deals with the entire self. It deals with the entire body. If you're into reading things that are a little bit indifferent, but it deals with individuality and deals with forms of different modalities that can help excel your yourself, your presence, whatever you have planned on, whatever your goals are throughout your life. There's always tools and there's always resources that people utilize, okay, that help keep them grounded. So based on my website, I have a bunch of writings developed towards grounding and helping just to expand yourself exponentially, right? In addition to that, some readings are on there as well, so feel free to shoot me an email if you want a reading. Okay, realityimbalance.com. Yay. Thumbs up the video. Thank y'all for liking the video and coming back. All right. So we are going to do a 9 card oracle reading with my oracle cards, reality and balance oracle cards. They are 52 different affirmation words of power to bring enlightenment, to enforce like your will and the enforcement of I am. So it's not only about individualism, it's about knowing how to represent yourself in the highest form, okay, by staying grounded as well. So that means not being over egotistical, um, outlining yourself, putting on uniforms, you know what I'm saying? Representing the shadow side of yourself. So we're here to do these oracle cards so we can break the codes of the highest aspects of the shadow side, which is like the words that are forming the strength that's coming through from your higher source or through the oracle reading right here. So those are the words and those things that have not been yet materialized that one can always have access to and one that can reach through these oracle cards. Okay, so not only, you know, people work with their shadow self from like the lowest aspects as far as like reinventing themselves or doing some deep introspect, but a higher form of shadow work also is just forming um, the material aspects, the solid forms of the highest aspects of yourself. But your highest aspects of yourself comes from like the spiritual realm, comes from the spiritual plane, right? So we can grasp information and sources there through words, through your descriptions, by your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? By staying grounded. Hey, Gabrielle. No, Mr. Palette, like the video. So hopefully that all makes sense. Basically, you know, the shadow that we all see has several different dimensions and several different levels too. Not only are there shadow people, but there are shadow aspects to yourself, like the shadow body, the lower self, which is dealing with, you know, some internalization, some realization, some deep introspection, you know what I'm saying, going internal. And then, like I said, it's some higher aspects as well when you're dealing with your higher self, your source, okay, that has all the will, the empowerment for you to stay grounded here in this very much chaotic, destructive kind of like distraction sometimes. So, words of power are coming from there. What are y'all talking about? Thank you. I did. Yeah. Where are you from, Miss Gabriel? Somebody said something about church. Let's see. Cars won't get you into heaven, only through Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, heaven is a mind state, and I'm sure you know that. Sometimes I feel like, you know, we're like above this time frame. Like it can feel like a loop in a way when you see the paradigms in different areas, right? You have the paradigms with religion, you have the paradigms here with healthcare, with birth rates, with murder. It just seems like an entire loop that goes on and on and on forever and ever and ever. And I don't know, it's an automated system here or what, but like to think that there's y'all probably already know this, that there's just one thing that fits for one person, could be true, but yeah, and still it's fit for you, the individual. We really deal with individualism, but at the same time remaining grounded and not operating from like the ego aspects of ourselves either. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't get you anywhere at the same time. But I feel like the paradigms are like so entrapped with like the same mind thought, the same life form, and it's like a robot. It's like a repeated system around and around again. Angela's, oh, what the fuck? That's cool. Never been. Cousin in San Diego. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, like the video. Y'all got any questions about the Oracle card? There are many dimensions. Yes, there are demons and angels, and there are like, and the battle is for your soul. Oh yeah, whatever. Well, I already won. Basically, I've already won the battle. If that's the case, I am present with my thoughts. 44, number 8. If that's the key, staying grounded and staying true, being present. So they brought off the 44 with you right away. They brought that angelic source, that angelic speech right there with 44 right away. So there you go. That's your answer to the heavenly realms, being present, being right now, in the now, not in the past. In the past, where you're reading of someone else's, you know, evaluation and expansion of themselves. You can use their resources to expand yourself as well, but build your own resources for yourself as well. For yourself as well. Use that as a tool, for yourself, for your family, not as a weapon. Use everything is for the enlightenment of yourself, not as a weapon for everybody to submit, to commit. This realm here, that's, it feels so circular and kind of like robotic in a way. It's like this. I reclaim my sense of imagination. Another number 8, y'all. The first card was number 8 and the second card is the number 8, so we're still dealing with the mind. Okay. Staying grounded, staying true to the mind. And I always talk about individualism as far as like, what is your purpose? Like, what is your purpose? Like, okay, so become that enlightened person as well for yourself, for your family, and for the people around you. And other people are attracted to positive and good nature, good spirited people naturally. They're not really attracted to dictators, you know what I'm saying? Unless they really like trauma, you know what I'm saying? Because why would, you know, would you want to be around a dictator? Do this, do that, submit here, submit that. If you permeate your will as being generous, that's what I like. I'm only speaking for myself. Generous, kind, uplifting, intelligent, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I might listen to you. Yeah, it's coming to an end. Oh yeah, that's cool. There, well, what's coming to an end? There are many dimensions. Oh, did I already read that? My bad. Is that all you said? Was that it? That's all you got? Anyway, so y'all probably already know this, that one of my goals is to educate, motivate individuals to work towards a balanced lifestyle. So, in that way, a balanced lifestyle. So, in that way, you can always find a path to operate on from the highest aspects of yourself by lifting your spirits, right? Did that make sense? Educate and motivate individuals to work towards a balanced lifestyle, so you can always find the path to operate on from the highest aspects by lifting your spirits. Okay, so we're here to always break through the subconscious to make it habitual, to bring enlightenment through the words of power, which is coming from the shadow code. Okay, I can create support and protection. The third, number 8. This is 35. I should have put these cards over here because that's the third, number 8. So we're still in the mind. We're still creating. We're still operating. We're still manifesting 3 times fold. The first card was 44. The second card, I'm not sure what it was. Oh, so here's the first card here that came out. 44. Um, do y'all remember? I will have to like rewind the video. The second card was a 8 as well. So the third card is oh, shit. I can create support and protection 35. Right. So automatically, anyway, it'll probably come up again. Automatically, Spirit is telling us that we can manifest exponentially, infinitely. We can manifest through our life forms in our minds. So when we talk about things that are external, that are bringing us enlightenment, that's going to permeate in your environment for yourself. Your will permeate on those who, wants to submit to your will, as far as those forms of religiosity. um, that is created by your mind. Everything is created by you, because you're unique. Whatever your thoughts are, whatever your program is, you're going to create it. Okay, you're going to permeate it. That's what people are here, you know rather, if you're trapped in the paradigm of things, in long as it's working for you and operating for the highest function for you, that's awesome. Just know that is for the function for you and your family. Hmm. They're like, be well, heal, and balance in peace. Let's see what's up. What else do we got out here? Are y'all talking? You saying anything else? Anything? Can you do a reading for me? You can send me an email and I'll do a reading for you. I can do the oracle card readings, or I can do like the tarot readings also, which I do voodoo tarot readings. Yeah, I'm always doing some little readings on the side, some little readings on the side for the people. For the people. Oh my God. Oh, well, that's cool. Bye. See you later. Thank you for writing that beautiful poetry and putting so much emphasis on typing out so many words. I feel very much appreciated. Thank you for taking the time out to write that poetry for me. I receive it in love and respect. And I give you that the same in return. Thank you. I can blossom wherever I'm planted. I'm a little hoarse. It's been a long day. I hope y'all been okay though. It's been a long time since I've been on here. Really, it's probably been what, like a week or something. If I'm not on here, I'm like, focus, focus. I can blossom wherever I'm planted, meaning I can operate at my craziest and my most weirdest ability no matter where I am. Okay. I can be myself. I can just have on my own 3D glasses, you know what I'm saying, and visualize myself in different dimensions wherever I am. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I was thinking of some stuff about dimensions earlier. Like the easiest way to project is through mirrors, and there's so many mirrors around us. There's mirrors everywhere. There's mirrors on vehicles, even like, the reflection of vehicles. There's mirrors. There's so many mirrors. There's so many portals. There's so many portals around. So many portals. A reflection of something you can see yourself, or reflection of another item. There's so many portals. So therefore, you can make your own portal as well, and through your mind first, because you're a human being. But then on the outside of that, if you want to, or maybe that's for another time. That's for another reading. So operating and manifesting from your mind is through the operation of what program it is. I say either by the operation that is just easily here, that's giving to most people, like, here you go. This is where your babies are born. This is where you're going to die. Here's the cemetery. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's already plotted and planned out for you, which is easy. We all, have to function in society one way. They give you the path already, or you can create it your own way by working within, or working out, or doing both. But the whole thing is operation of individualism. If you're working from that period, right? Anyway, if a person is operating from like individualism, they're going to have automatic compassion and understanding and empathy. It has nothing to do with ego whatsoever. If you're grounded, if you're grounded. Hey, Jack, mythical beast, mythical beast. Anyway, so what else we want to interpret in here? We want to say that we want to continue to uplift, to move forward to. What else can we say right now? That's like 30 cards. Staying in power, number 9, is coming right back. Staying in power, always, number 9. I'm learning my body signals. Number 6, staying grounded. Okay, so number 9 is I'm staying in power. This is one of our favorite cards of the year. This is like the signature card for the year. However, that means for you. Okay, now power is staying grounded and focused. However, that means for you, it's, not easily malleable, it's not easily being controlled. You know what I'm saying? Bending down, unless you like it, that's cool. I know there's a place and a level for everybody. I know there's a lot of people who love bending over and bending down and getting on their knees, and that's okay. There's a place for everyone here. That's the whole thing. Why not accept all things, right? So you're staying in power, you can stay in power with that. It's all a mind frame. It's all a mind frame. It's all a mind frame altogether. Learning to listen to your body signals just represents learning the operations of your body systems. Okay, how you could, when you manifest, when you materialize your goals or your dreams, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to operate the ethers, learning how to operate your lungs, learning how to operate your mind, whatever. Read the oldest Bible. You do realize the Bible. Oh my God, here we go in a circle. Don't you feel kind of like, I don't know, that's like to me, I don't know if I just, it's like the air in me. It's like a whole lot of air in me. So I just can't like go back like 10 steps to even talk about the Bible. And I don't want to cuss or anything like that. I do have a lot of Christians in my family, and we're just all in agreement that, love is love. How about that? Love is love. I don't have to read to know what unconditional love is. A friend told me the other day that unconditional love is give, 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 and give. You know what that requires? Not wanting or thinking that you're going to receive shit. It's give, 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 give. Love, acceptance. Okay, I don't need to read a book about that. Okay, I know how to treat people. Um, I think we all do. We don't need the news to know how to treat people. If you weren't born like that, there's many tools, or there's many jails, or there's many cemeteries on how to treat people. How you treat your people is how you treat yourself, ultimately. Okay, and have a purpose and have a goal. I don't care who God is. So, learning to listen to your body signals. Um, and that way, you can always secure the operation of your own self, the internal aspects of yourself, your heart rhythm, your breath, your tone, you know, um, meaning you can operate the full aspects of yourself is learning to listen to your body signals. Okay. And this is like in a very balanced way. I'm going to show y'all the cards in a different direction here pretty soon. Mm-hmm. Learning to listen to your body signals. So, like, if you wake up and let's say, okay, for me, for instance, like a while ago when I had worked at a job that was so based on emergencies all the time, there was no chill whatsoever. It was always from the time I got there, it was emergencies, 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 emergencies on the go, running, right? So it came to a point in the morning where I would literally get sick. I would throw up before I would go to work, and that was like one of my body's sign is like, okay, girl, you're filled with all this anxiety and all this stress. Your body is telling you first thing in the morning that you hate this shit. Why are you going? Um, so that was a wake up call. Like, okay, why is my body really functioning like this? Because I had to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. And it was just always rushed. It was really crazy, really crazy. So learning, listening to your body signals. I don't know why they like, even if you're constipated. Well, when you're constipated, right? I haven't been constipated. Little basic shit like that. Learning how to control your heart rhythm. Learning how to bring yourself down through your breath. Okay, learning how to calm yourself down through with your breath, learning how, because I know a lot of people suffer from anxiety, okay, and stress and things. And if you just focus, like, that's why I say, like, different individualism and mirrors of yourself and aspects of yourself, making your own lane and focusing on yourself and not on the external things, then you can bring so much more to your environment and to society because it'll be something different and something unique outside of, okay, I know what you're going to say, I know what you're going to do. Um, if you want a reading, you can go to my website, realityandbalance.com. I am nobody's auntie. No, I do got four uncles, but I don't go by auntie. That shit is weird. Weird as fuck. Is that a fetish? So we have 3, 4, 5 cards right now. What is the next card that we can say? Are we still manifesting, or are we going to operate from a different area, a different level? What else can we bring? I am spiritually connected. So there you go. You're spiritually connected. So what does spiritually connected mean to you? This is number 3. So this is divinity, right? What does spiritually connected mean to you? What does that mean for you individually? It says, I am spiritually connected. It doesn't necessarily say we are spiritually connected, right? What does that mean for you as a person, as the individual? How are you connected spiritually? How? I mean, I'm saying, I know what it's like to not be spiritually connected, or maybe so, maybe you think so. That's cool. But it's like, what does that mean for you? How are you individually connected to your spirit, to your higher self, to your source, to your religiosity, to your program? You know, how are you connected to that? How are you supplying that energy? How is it supplying you? What spiritual force from the unseen, from the dark side, from the dark night of the soul, or the highest aspects of yourself? Okay, how are those operating for you? How are you spiritually connected to one or the other, or both? You know what I'm saying? Because some people are operating from both connections or in the middle period, always. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about operating from black and white. It can be operating from yellow, green, purple, yellow, you know what I'm saying, magnetic, all kinds of different fucking ways of being spiritually connected. So how are you operations are you functioning from? You only functioning from one avenue that you're aware of? They're like, God is great for God is great. God is great. No judgment. If you found one thing that's operating from you, great. Okay. Some people are like got different mini operations around. And when I say around, I mean literally around, because we're in this globe, we're on this circle. Many people has many operate. What you mean? Which is cool. There's no judgment. Why we gotta judge? Why can't it just be based on what works for you? What brings you love? What brings you excitement? Praying 24/7. Do you not work? Oh man, must be nice. Fuck. So praying 24/7 is being spiritually connected. That's good. That's awesome. Not a lot of people have that much time and dedication to pray 24/7. That is what's up. The world definitely needs a lot more enlightenment and uplifting, right? So that's cool. Don't call me bro like I ain't no bro. Seriously, bro. Bro. That's weird. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So we got 3, 6. We need 3 more cards here. All right. So we have number 6, we have number 9, we have number 3, we have number 3, we have number 8, and we have number 8. I can walk through my fear. So that's number 18, number 9. Okay. So mythical beast out there is walking through your fear, right? You're walking through your fear right now, mythical beast. No, let me stop. So that's another number 9 as well. Walking through your fear is another form of transformation, is another form of Oyo, is another form of 9999999999999. You know what I'm saying? Being right there as far as making your alchemy finalization, um, forming all of the chemicalized formations, right? Right there, right. So you're walking through your fear, you're walking through fire, or you're walking through water, or you're walking through air, or you're walking through earth, whatever it is, whatever energetic form that you're walking through here. The number 9 is giving astral, is giving water, right? So walking through your vulnerability, walking through the moon, okay, walking through the dark side of the moon. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you falling when you go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Keep motherfucking falling, see what's gonna happen, dude. You're probably just gonna wake up somewhere else. Basically, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? So walk through your fear in any form, and I hope that makes sense when I say like all of the different directions are all of the different elements here on earth. Walking through your fear. And 9 is water, right? You can trust your relationships as well going forth. Number 6, we have like doubles here. I feel like a like double, like the doublemint gum or something. It's like a bunch of doubles. We got 2 number 9s, 2 number 6, 2 number 3s, and 2 number 8. So it's like dual things going on, 2 at the same time. So that was number 6. Walking, like, I can trust my relationships. Wow. You can trust your relationships, meaning you are always trusting yourself. Since this is a number 6 card, trusting your relationships is being able to trust yourself, right? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust your ability to wake up and wash your face in the morning? Do you trust yourself to be just an operable human being, giving back to society some kind of way, in a positive way, right? Trusting your relationships, it starts with you by trusting yourself. How do you show up for yourself every day? Um, how often do you show up for yourself throughout, the week, or how many times a day? Or are you showing up for other things or other entities outside of yourself? So trusting yourself mainly is being like reliable, being disciplined, having plans, having goals, having fun, trusting yourself that you're a trustful individual. Therefore, you can trust your relationships because you trust yourself. You have trust in yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you have trust in yourself and in your own relationship, then there's no way that you can be misled, right? Okay. I can trust my relationships because you form the relationships. It takes two to form the relationships, right? So there's no way where you will be done as the outsource, some person that does not know what's going on in your relationships. When it takes two in a relationships, it takes more than one. So therefore, you can't be misled anywhere. All right, 3, 6, 7, 8. So we need one more. So we have 2 number 8s. Here, I'm gonna show y'all right quick. Hold on, let me show you right quick. One second, one second, one second. So that's number 8. I can create support and protection. Number 8, I am present with my thoughts. Number three, I can blossom wherever I'm planted. Number three, I am spiritually connected. Okay. Um, yeah, so let's do the sixes, right? So 33, I am learning my body's signals. Number six, now the back is 42. I can trust my relationships. Number six, right? Now let's go to the last double, nine, right? I am staying in power. And then another nine, I can walk through my fear. So do y'all see like the double, the multiple, the two doubles for all of these cards here right now have their they're saying they want to say the opposite but the same card, right? Each one of these cards have a double. They're the same number, but it's the same message, but in a different way, right? It's so interesting, so interesting. What? How old are you? 25? You're probably 10. Oh my goodness gracious. So are y'all paying attention? Like for real, this is like true patterns that the universe always gives us, like a message for us to pay attention. This is like no coincidences when I do these readings, when I do these oracle readings, honestly. The patterns always show and they always come through, okay, from your divine higher self, right? So I'll show y'all one more time. If y'all paying attention, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. I'm telling you, you gotta pay attention. With the eights, creating support and protection with your mind. I am present with my thoughts. Number eight, with my mind. Now we're here to number threes. I can blossom wherever I'm planted, right? Exactly, because I am spiritually connected. Number three as well. So wherever you go, you're spiritually connected. Okay, I show gratitude. So take that dive. And then number nine, right? I am staying in power. The other number nine, I can walk through my fear. So staying through in power and walking through your fear is doing whatever you need to do to operate throughout your day without being in anxiety, without being in fear, without being in worry. Walk right on through it. Okay. Say it's already done. Um, I do have a lot of, you know, church analogies. You know what I'm saying? Still, because a lot of that stuff comes from a divine source prior. It's just all copywritten, basically. So, you know what I'm saying? Walk through your fear, feel the fear, and do it anyway. So that's what number nine is saying right now for this year for transformation. What happened to my music? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Nine. I can walk through my fear. And the last connection is six. I am learning my body signal. 33. And then in the back, I can trust my relationships. That's how you can trust your relationships, is by listening to your body signals. That's why I was telling you that you have to operate in knowing your body, your intuition, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Knowing when you all of a sudden feel some anxiety, all of a sudden you feel some kind of sickness. You know what I'm saying? That is learning and understanding your body signal. If you smell oranges all of a sudden out of the blue, that means something, right? Why are you smelling oranges out of blue? Why all of a sudden you're feeling anxiety out of blue? Learning to listen into that and not paying attention to it, tapping into it, because the message is going to follow after that. So those are number six, the last two cards that I just did. So that means staying grounded and balanced in that way. That is how a person is going to continue to expand and to accelerate, is learning your body signals here operating, right? Because we're so used to seeing things, watching things, putting things in the microwave, going through the drive-through, you know what I'm saying? Things happening really quick, you know what I'm saying? Going on dates and shit, and it gets you expecting people to throw down, if you know what I mean. It's just we're in a society now where it's like literally the microwave society. So we're kind of forgetting about our intuition, or is this right? We have so many questions. We have so many, you know, um, worries, and they're like misconceptions on yourself. But going back to the true validation of yourself, true foundation of yourself is listening to your body signals, your intuition, and it comes from all different ways and levels of experiencing your signals of your body, right? Because in that way, like they were saying here, you can trust your relationships. Get it? By through simple intuition. Okay, well, goodbye then. I'll see you later. Somebody's paying attention. Know that. You can pay attention regardless. Thank you for being here. Mm-hmm. Can you? No. All right, so we got 3, 6. One more card, y'all. I don't even eat meat for one. So, and what did I cook today? Nothing. Oh, that's crazy. This card is on the floor. Maybe they wanted to do it. Let's put it back in here. There was a card on the floor. I just put it back in the deck. So just in case it's really meant to be the last card, it will come out. Today, I accept where I am. And this is another number 8. So this is the third number 8. So if we would have had the first number 8, which was at the beginning of the video, we would have had a total of 4 number 8s entirely, right? So we're still creating, manifesting, knowing that the operation is through the mind, right? We're all projecting through the operation of the program of one's mind, which is a big ass collection of database called the universe. Today I accept where I am. Okay. I'm glad that you guys are accepting where you are right now in this very much reality present that I am beaming down on you from somewhere in a different outer dimension. This is just the lower, the smaller figure of myself, but I am much taller and I am much bigger, right? In the presence of my higher self. So thank y'all for, you know, accepting being here with me. Okay, not only am I divine in my unity, you are as well. That's why you showed up here today, because you wanted some sense of positivity. All right, breaking down these crazy ass distractions and finding something different to focus on that is positive, that you can communicate with, you can be in tune with this your highest aspects of yourself. They're showing, they're communicating through words, they're communicating through numbers. Okay. Well, that's cool. Thank you for being here anyway. I appreciate y'all. Anyway, so does anybody have any questions? Because like I was saying earlier, there's a gang of patterns. So we have two pairs. Everything has a pair besides the last card, which was the number 8. So that was the divine card, number 3. It was 8 came out 3 times, but really 4 times. Sorry if I say like I'm talking in circles, because 8 keeps coming out and it keeps telling me that we are manifesting through our thoughts. We are projecting through our thoughts. Okay. We're giving back to ourselves and our universe, and everything that we do by our thoughts and how you operate and how you feel about your oneself and your environment and everything, even about your pet. You know what I'm saying? The weather is through the mind form of your thoughts, is through your thoughts, your operation. Just because it's raining outside does not mean that a person is feeling dreary, that a person is feeling melancholy. A person is like, well, hey, fuck, I can go get some shit done and turn on some music and drink some wine and turn up and do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to operate from, levels of uh, differentiation. Right. So the operation of your mind is through your program. It's through your program. If you have a place or a position where you work and it's like, oh, I don't want to be here, I don't want to do that. Well, guess what? That's what you're going to continue to project. That's what you're going to continue to receive. And I say that in the most uplifting motherfucking way. Yep. Anyway, so now that we have pairs, earlier today, the moon was in Gemini. And the moon was in Gemini. So maybe that's just like a little bit of the residual energy that's going on with these operations of 2s, right? 2 6s, 2 9s, 2 3s, and we have 3 8s. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay, let's give them one more card, y'all. One more card. Because I have to see y'all tomorrow for sure. Definitely. 11. What's the next one? Give me another one. I ain't gonna even tell you what that was, because I was just gonna use that. Yep, that's the farewell card. Be well, healed, in balance, in peace. That's the last card. Spirit is like, yeah, we out. Be well, healed, in balance, and peace. Hmm. Well, I can tell that spring break is out, and I would love to stay here longer, but I have to go in a couple hours. I have to go. I have to go and get the rest of my beauty sleep. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I can continue to operate beautifully. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Is there another? Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. Realityandbalance.com if y'all want a reading, and I'll see y'all in the morning or in the afternoon tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so definitely going live on Sunday. The last time I went live was last Sunday. I put up what the hell is going on here? I put up some decals on my wall, which is still there. I'm gonna put up the rest of the decal on my wall. So I'm still kind of like decorating my dining room slash living room. So I'm gonna do that on Sunday. So I'll go live for a couple hours. I'm saying I did restart back class. Spring term started this Monday, so lots of reading, lots of work, plus on top of work. But I want to come back and check y'all out tomorrow. Okay, let me know what you think about this reading. Leave a comment. Check out my website, like I said, for additional resources and tools. Okay, alrighty. Let me know if you want a reading. Send me an email, realityandbalance.com. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. Know that everything that is done in the dark, in the dark realms, and the shadow aspects, your thought patterns, okay, is always going to come to light. It's gonna come to light, baby. And that's why we are here to project some light, some high vibrational light. All right, because this is from the highest projections of yourself. Create support and protection through the number 8, through the highest realms of yourself, y'all. Mm-hmm. See y'all in a couple hours. Bye.